Welcome to our series on the most livable villages in Southwest France.
We're going to take you on tours of towns and villages up to 5,000 people, and the focus is going to be what's it like to live there day to day. It's not a vacation, it's not a list of things to see as you're driving through, but what's life like in these small villages?
Right, like, can I get groceries? Can my kid go to school?
Okay, let's go.
Today we visit Lauzun, France. Lauzun is a town of just over 700 people, built on a hilltop. A little over an hour and a half from Bordeaux and 2 hours 15 to Toulouse, it's also 30 minutes from Bergerac, your closest regional airport. Surrounded by agriculture and green rolling hills, the church and chateau are visible up on the hilltop from long distance away. Originally built as a Roman fortified town to protect the farms and valleys down below, it took on the local name for the bird lark, Lark Hill, or Lauzun. Built on a small hill, an incline starts your journey into town. Overlooking the main road is the imposing Church of Saint Etienne. Rebuilt in the 1800s, the doorway, arches, and altar inside all date back to the 1600s or earlier. Down the road from the church, the main road continues. We find a variety of shops that we need for living every day, like the pharmacy, the épicerie, a small grocery store, a cafe, and the post office. And our favorite, the bakery.
Croissant.
Pas croissant.
Oui.
What did you get?
Only tied. We were way too late for croissants.
Ah,
She's sold out.
Yeah.
I got Mirabelle plum beignet.
Oh, wow.
I know. Like this walnut tart thing I've never seen anywhere else. And I kind of forgot what the third thing is in this bag. We'll find out when we open it.
Let's explore.
Yeah. We were way too late for croissants.
Yeah.
Oh, croissants. When I went into the bakery, but I figured that's a good sign. And there were French people behind me buying baguettes. So, I think that's a solid sign. But what I did get that I thought looked good, great. Jason's gonna try it.
Yeah.
She had these
Oh,
baguettes. Wow. They're like fluffy.
Beignets.
Beignets. Yeah, thank you. And they're filled with Mirabelle plums, which if you've not had Mirabelle plums, they're a plum that is very popular grown here in France.
The little tiny yellow plums, and you don't really eat them. They're mostly used in baking.
Exactly. So you'll see them in tarts starting around this time of year.
There you go.
Ooh, yum. Okay, take a bite.
It's gigantic.
Tell us how it is. Solid.
Oh.
All right.
It's a cake donut, and it's a heavily spiced plum
Ooh, that's nice.
custard in the middle.
They don't
really
always
good.
put a lot of spices with like plum and apple things here.
Yeah.
So
It's solid. It's a really nice cakey donut. So
Yeah.
well done. Crispy on the outside.
awesome.
From its origins as a Roman fortified town, the village of Lauzun has always been a defensive location. From wooden forts and palisades
Wow.
to a stone castle built around the 6th century,
You can see the church over there.
Yeah.
to the present fortified chateau that was redone around the 16th century, turning it from a defensive castle into a fortified residence for the local lords that still overlooks the town today. In 2023, residents of the town tried to raise 2 million euros to purchase the chateau so that the town would own it. In December of 2023, the owner of Walsh Irish Whiskey purchased the chateau for an unknown amount, so it remains in private hands at this moment. The new owner's plans for the chateau are currently unknown. Stay tuned for future videos. One of the most unique features of Lauzun is the small stream-fed lake and surrounding park at the bottom of the hill. It's well-treed and provides lots of shade during the summer. A 1.5-kilometer path surrounds the lake, a great place for an afternoon stroll.
One of the things that is really nice about this park is it's really right in the village. That is not a super common thing, especially for a village this size. And another funny thing is we've seen a lot less playgrounds in France than we would in the US. This one has a tiny one though. Ta-da! And a little tiny airplane over there to ride. But also some picnic tables and benches so you can just look out on the water. It's just super peaceful. And you have this gorgeous view of the chateau and the church. So I'm heading out to that little peninsula because I don't know about you, but when I see the peninsula jutting out into the middle of the water, of course that's where I want to go.
Okay.
This is Jason's favorite part of Lauzun.
Yeah, so it's like a little 12th century alleyway. It's kind of right at the base of the chateau, leading down into the central village. And it's tiny and it gets smaller as you go.
There's the chateau. There goes Jason.
I love this alleyway because you can see that the middle-aged houses on either side lean a bit more than they should, and they're just made up of any kind of building material they could find at the time.
So right in front of me here, this building with the green shutters, that's actually a little medical building. Has several medical specialists in it, which is nice. I'm not sure what I'll have to go over there. Oh look, there's a little jeet you can stay at. If you want to come check the place out. I gotta find the secret passageway though to find Jason. I'm too busy looking at the pretty church. There he is. Is it as cool as you remember last time
It is
we
as
were
cool
here?
as I remember it. Yeah,
And
love it.
you're back out here on the main streets. I'm gonna stop and get a coffee.
Yeah, let's go grab a coffee at the Tabac.
Okay. So what do you like best about? I keep saying Lauzun, and that's a city in Switzerland. It's
Close. Lauzun. Lauzun.
Lauzun. Okay.
Lauzun.
So
Maybe. I never know if I'm saying things right, but I think that's it.
what do you like best about it?
Oh, I mean, it's a great combination. It's very picturesque. Pretty alleyways. You've got a chateau, a magnificent church.
Yeah.
And it's on a hill, so every time you're coming and going, you see it at a distance coming in. So that's all nice. The city's got a collection of all the basic things you need, I think. And everything's walkable. It's 5 minutes
Yeah.
from the center of town here to everything on the outskirts. So small, compact, very walkable, very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it really has all the things that we talked about in our village essentials.
Yeah.
Plus, you've got a weekly market, a boucherie, a notaire, haircutting place, couple some shops.
Yeah.
There's
Some
a
garden
school-
stores.
Yeah, garden store. I know there's a couple of car garages here, one of which I accidentally backed into someone after yoga one day, and she got her car fixed here. They did an awesome job for a super fair price. So, yeah. So it feels like, I mean, for a village of 700, which is that's pretty small.
Yeah.
It has a lot of amenities, and it's just really nice. Plus, there's like a reasonable number of expats here, so you might hear English, you might hear French in the village.
Yeah, there's a lot of signs that are partially in English, which is nice. Another unique thing that you don't always find is there's really a combination in close proximity of kind of city living, townhouses, no outdoor space, but maybe you've got a balcony or windows. And then there's also some houses. You've got a house with a yard. You've got a townhouse with a small patio outside.
Little garden. It's a nice mix.
It's a really nice mix
In a
different
small
types
area.
of living arrangements, all within just a couple minutes walk of each other.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's some houses around the park. And I mean, first of all, that park is kind of unique too.
Park is really nice.
For a village this size. Just great place to walk your dog. I think they allow fishing. And when we first discovered it, we were like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to live there? Although, I bet there's a lot of mosquitoes in the summer.
Glass half full. Glass half full.
Just saying, something to think about.
They do.
Yeah. So I think overall it's a very livable village, and you're still not too far from bigger cities like Bergerac. And we're still, how far from Bordeaux is this?
Probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, probably solid 90 minutes.
Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, and I guess your closest train stations would be Bergerac or Marmande.
Which are 30 minutes. Yeah.
So kind of go either direction.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's Lauzun. And
Yeah.
what do we think?
Yeah, I mean, this city, it's so picturesque. You see lots of people with flowers out in front of their townhouses, which is so cute. It has all the basics.
Yep.
Plus some bonuses. You know, you've got a boucherie, the weekly market, 3 different restaurants. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is not always common in a village with 700.
Very solid.
Plus an active association scene.
Yeah. A lot of things to do here.
Yeah, so I mean, they don't have like a cinema, but they do have a salle de fête that has programming pretty regularly.
Yeah. Events for the town.
Yeah, I think
Real
the
nice.
only things that are, oh, and there's a school, like an elementary school.
There's an elementary school.
Right,
Yeah.
that's here in the
You can walk
village.
to. Yep.
So I think the only things that are missing that people often are looking for of yours is a train station. As most villages, you'll find this side.
Yeah.
there's
Hard to
no
find a train station. It's about 30-minute drive. You have 2 different train options.
Right, so
Equidistant apart. But
right. And if you have middle schoolers, the college, the middle school is going to be about 10 minutes away. I'm sure there's a bus here.
Yes,
And then the high school, or
Lycée?
thank you.
Probably more like 30 minutes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are not in the village, although there is an elementary school.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That might be it. I think this is an intriguing city and a cool one to kind of walk around and explore.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching.
Okay. A biento.
A biento.
See you soon.